stopped in the middle of the road. It couldn't just make the little right just to get out of the way, huh? Nevertheless, what is very damaging and very hurtful and crushing to me is that the audio went out pretty much for the rest of this video. So I had to think long and hard about things. Well, let's talk about it, Dean, because you definitely have time. There is no actual sound. And I wanted the ASMR type technique to where I hear these long form videos are very popular. And so I wanted to give it a shot, especially because I just started riding on the scooter. If you can tell, you see this bike is brand new, pretty much good shape. But here's the secret. This was about 4 years ago. So when I show you the bike condition now, you're going to be like, damn. But nevertheless, I thought to myself, I need to post videos on my YouTube channel. Should I go ahead and post this video? Absolutely, because what I've been told is put the content out there. I'm just beginning. It's going to be bootleg and broke. This audio probably sounds terrible right now, but I'm still doing it and I'm going to put it out there. All right, it may get 8 views. I don't care. I'm going to enjoy it. Because for 4 years, I've been wanting to do this. I never had the software to do it. And I had to figure out a way to do this on my phone. So now I'm editing on my phone because my computer or my laptop is trash. It don't work. After 30 minutes, it shuts off, right? But after 4 years, I won't let it defeat me. I won't stop. I'm putting out the content, okay? So judge me if you want. I'm ready for it. Trust me, it's all good. Now, back to these wonderful sights of traveling from Quepos, Costa Rica to Dominical Beach, Costa Rica, which is about 40-minute drive. Of course, on the route here, you're going to see a lot of beautiful greenery of different colors. You'll actually go into a little valley where you may see some mountain views. It's a very comfortable and easy drive. As you can see, the roads are paved beautifully. And the road conditions are great. There are not a lot of potholes in this area. Trust me, there are other areas in Costa Rica to where riding on a moped or a scooter or a motorcycle can be treacherous, or you have to look where you're going, and at night, forget about it, because you will ruin your shit if you do it. Best believe. Nevertheless, talking about this ride out to Dominical, about 40 minutes, like I said, and a very peaceful ride. As you can see, there's not much traffic going on this particular day, but I do have to tell you, it is around the time where COVID was opening back up, maybe a year after COVID. So I came to Costa Rica. I got certified in teaching because my job in the United States laid me off. That's right, they laid me off around COVID time to save some money. So it is what it is. I always wanted to be a teacher or teach English in a different country so I can travel and actually help. And so during the COVID times, that's what I did. I did a pivot and I went ahead and came here. And after about a year or so, I decided to get a scooter because I was tired of walking everywhere. Now, physically, it would have been better for me. But hey, after a while, after being here for a while, you know that you're going to need some wheels. And cars in Costa Rica are super expensive. Number one, if you buy them new, you're going to have to deal with paying for those car prices in this country, not to mention the yearly machamo, as they call it, for the insurance. And then you also get DECRA, or you have to get that, which shows your vehicle is roadworthy. Now, of course, the new cars will have that, and they'll even provide that for you for a year or even 2. But it is very expensive for a new car. Used cars are hit and miss. You're going to get some cars that you look at and they're basically they hoopties. I don't know, buckets, whatever you want to call them. I'm showing my age. I don't know what they are. So they're really old, and it's going to take a lot of maintenance to upkeep even after you buy it. So buyer beware when you come here. Just do your research. I've seen and heard some crazy stories. Trust that. So I figured a scooter is the best route. Number one, I don't know how long I'm going to be in the country, so you can sell it quickly. Fast forward to like I'm going to show you, or if I decide to show you, I don't know. I might just throw this out there. I might put other things in it. You're just going to have to wait and see, people. But again, fast forward, I've been in Costa Rica for 5.5 years now. So this is about 4 years later than I've been into the country, maybe 4.5. So riding to Dominical is a very super simple day out if you want to get away from the town of Quepos. Manuel Antonio is right next to Quepos, where they have the Manuel Antonio National Park, a very popular destination spot. As a matter of fact, I think I may have a video of me riding there and also to the Besans. So if you like the rides, those are going to be a lot shorter because they are in town. But what I'm trying to say is there are many options for beaches, and you always have your pick. Within 40 minutes, easily, there's 5 to 6 beaches, and I'm sure there's plenty more that I do not know about that you can go and visit for the day and come back. So in this particular case, that is what I did going to Dominical, and to also show you the route and the scenery of a different country. Yes, kind of boring, but with the noise and the traffic, I was hoping it would be better. But I'm not going to waste this, folks. Sorry, it's going up. And I'm doing it for the full 54 minutes and 22 seconds. Long form. It might be a huge mistake. But if you like it, you like it. I'm sure the long content form, they were probably talking about 30 minutes. And I may redo it, I can put something up there and then re-edit it or take it down. If I want to do it, I'll do it. It's my channel. I'll feel free to do it. Anyway, so if you like or you want to see a more edited version, go ahead and comment below. Give me tips, comment below, all of this stuff. Remember, I'm doing this just on the blood, sweat, and tears of the old technology that I have with a phone. And I don't know how I got this far, but I'm very happy and grateful. So don't forget to like, share, and comment. I don't care if the comments are good, bad, or indifferent. Just respect, have some respect. Show you have manners. Show yours is right. All right? I don't mind a little, a little heat and a little anything like that, but you show some respect. Don't make me forget Bringle. Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying this gorgeous scene. You see all the palm trees on the left, just non-stop, going and going, and the beautiful clouds and the blue skies is pretty much what you see on a day-to-day basis in Costa Rica. Now, of course, they do have the rainy season. They have 2 seasons, basically the rainy season and the dry season. During the rainy season, a lot of people get a little skeptical or coming here, but don't. Trust me, it has its schedules. During the rainy season, you can still go out and do your tours and do things. Yes, you may have to put up with rain for maybe 30 minutes to an hour, but it usually stops and it allows you to continue to do what you need to do for that day. So don't be discouraged even during the rainy season. Now, do know that it will rain, but it rains everywhere, friends and family and folks. So don't let that stop you. Do what you got to do. Now, continuing, you get to see some type of the structures of the houses on the side of the road, moving towards Dominical. And now you see palm trees on both sides of the road. So again, this is pretty cool and a pretty easy ride, especially if you're a beginner. You're somebody that can look at this and say, oh man, I could definitely do that trip in a day. Let's say you come to town, you're here for a few days because you're visiting the park. Well, you can easily rent a scooter and you can do this within a day. You can do that and have lunch in beautiful places, go see the beach, even go surfing because it is one of the top surfing attractions in Costa Rica. That what I've been told. I don't get on the surfboard. Never tried it. Not about that life, okay? I'll do other things, but not that. So that is what it is. Not to say that I won't try it one day, but I'm pretty straight, basically. Entonces, you see more structures and just road. But I mean, hey, let's say that you have nothing to do. You're at work and you just want some background noise. Okay, first you had great background noise with the scooter and the sound of the road and the traffic and the breeze. And now you get to listen to my beautiful voice. So if you haven't stopped the video by now, you could still watch it and be mesmerized by this narration that is on the fly. I mean, I'm still going on the bug. This is one take Jake right now. This is a one hitter quitter. And do you think I'm going to go back and edit this and redo this? You must be out of your ratted mind, because I need to put this up for the content, okay? Now, the funny thing is, I had a whole different channel. I showed it, I called it the Scoot Game, and I was going to do all these long form rides to different places, just like I'm showing you now. Of course, I wanted the audio to be working, but I had my own channel designated for that. Okay, fast forward 4 years, my laptop doesn't work. I can't edit it. I have many of these edits that were already done. I just couldn't upload it because my laptop was so bad, and I had GarageBand, and GarageBand stopped working, so I couldn't upload it to YouTube. It kept crashing no matter what I did. I tried iPads, I tried laptops, didn't work. So I frustrated, I gave up, and I put it in the back of my mind. Work and life got in the way, and I always wanted to keep coming back to this YouTube stuff. And I figured, and I said to myself, if I have it, why not? Who cares if you get judged? It can either get better or it can continue to get worse, and you'll just get the comments that you deserve read. So me I go do that. And me I go keep this, and me I go keep pushing, right? So I'm going to take a little break, enjoy the scenery. I'll try to play some generic music for a little bit, but I'll be back as we continue to Dominical. Oh, you saw that. Again, as we continue to Dominical, Costa Rica. Man, I wonder if you heard the audio. I'm sure I was saying something really, really nice to that driver, right? All right, we are getting a little bit closer to our destination of Dominical Beach. Now, Dominical is a cool little surfer town. Yes, you could say it's bougie, but it's very small, and it's got one main road into town where you can get to the beaches. They used to have cool vintage shops that were right across the street from the beach. Every day you could walk and shop. But the local government or the government had shut that down. There's no more people that are able to be vendors and selling. That's a whole different topic and a different story altogether. So if you're used to visiting the area and that was one of your main attractions for Dominical, the arts and crafts along with the beach and the surfing and the eclectic small community vibe, that part of it has been diminished. It is gone. I don't know if they've reopened it again, but I went maybe a month ago and it was shut down. So that was really sad. But, you know, you have some nice restaurants. They have a microbrewery there, great restaurants for breakfast. And it's just one little street. So you can park and walk up and down the whole street and go enjoy the beach. And once you finish enjoying the beach, they have some nice little rivers. And be careful. With rivers are crocodiles. You can see people around here and they'll be in them, but you have to be careful. Dogs and or people will get eaten. Not to mention when it's mating season or if the women crocodiles have had births and they're watching their babies, they're very territorial. Okay? Now, I'm not a marine biologist, so if I said something wrong, tough. All right? But still, look at this beautiful view as we get into the open spaces, getting closer to Dominical. I think I missed it. Oh, watch how I get over this bus. All right, so when I first looked at the footage, you know, I'm just new to this. When I lived in the United States, I have never been on a bike on an open road, okay? On a public street, it's always been cars. Okay, my brother, his first day on a motorcycle going to work, he almost died. He got into a terrible accident, all right? So there's a lot of things and reasons as to why I've never been on a bike. So when I passed that bus, I thought I was doing something, but looking back, it was parked in the bus lane. So I really didn't overtake anybody, I don't think, on this trip. But if I did, no, I did do that. I did overtake somebody. I'm tripping. And I might do it right here because I'm coming up on this car pretty quickly, moving swiftly. Nevertheless, just trying to pass and buy time to get this video uploaded and this beautiful drive to Dominical scene. Ah, man, does that count? My guy pulled over on me. I think they're bikers, yeah. I don't think that counts very much. But two big trucks and then the bikers on the right, that was a little scary, I'm sure, to me. But I handled it like a G and I keeps it moving. That's one thing, man. I will fake it till I make it. I will panic later, but during the situation, I just try to barrel through it. Okay, now I'm getting overtaked a lot, but it is what it is. Excuse my bearings. I think we may have passed it, but on the right is a place called Matapalo, and they also have a beach there called Matapalo Beach. It's also one of the areas that you can go and visit for the day. It is nice. It is very empty, so be careful of the tides because, you know, they can change. So swim at your own risk and mind your belongings. A lot of people like to walk around the area and check on cars to make sure they're open and even sometimes break into them, unfortunately. So be careful when you do that. All right, we've been in corners now, and as you can see, a little mountainous area as we get into a little valley. Looking good as we make our way towards Dominical Beach. Oops, I just misspoke. Hit me up in the comments, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, I'm piecing this together. Like I said, if you're just joining us, about 4 years later, I am finally putting this video together. All right, a lot of things that have happened in life. Things take the back seat. Investments don't get made. Old technology is had, but it's old. You need this connector cable. The laptop doesn't work. Okay, how do you get it from the GoPro and the SD card to your phone? And yes, trust me guys, I figured it out. I know there was always a way, But I'm not the youngest person, and technology is not one of my best things. So trust me, as a hobby and not thinking like not my dream of being, oh, I'm going to be the next YouTube star. No, that's never the intention. And so, it wasn't a big deal. I always would get there and I wanted to do it. Trust me, when I first got here, I wanted to video and document me going through the TEFL program, teaching English and foreign languages. I wanted to show you what that path was like. I came to the class late, so I had to hit the ground running, man, and I had to get work involved. And then once the work stopped, they offered me a job while I was doing the class. So I had to immediately switch into the working into a new career that I've never done in a new country that I've never lived in. So things got put on the back burner, man. Trust me. Always wanted to get back to it. And this is not even what I really want to do. I want to do blogs and vlogs and smogs. I don't know. No, I just want to do a lot of stuff to where I'm walking around and doing it. And I will soon. And I also want to do a podcast with my boy C. Camps. And we might soon. So a lot of things are coming. But again, like I told you on this channel, if you watched my cooking video, make sure you watch your boy cook some jerk chicken in the air fryer. That's a big up one. But if you watch that, you would realize that I live in Costa Rica and I need to put content out there. And I told you I'm going to do many different types of things. Read my subscription. Okay? Look at my YouTube shorts. Yes, it's all going to be a lot of Costa Rica based things right now because this is where I am. And why not take advantage of posting things from Costa Rica? I mean, a black man living in a different country, that always could be a good YouTube thing. I'm sorry for that noise. Hey, man, it's time to take my medicine. And this is what I'm about, man. I'm about true transparency, folks. I mess up. It's boring. But the content will get out there and your boy will get better. I've been walking around my house. If you hear some little, those are my chancletas, my flip-flops. Hey, right now, I don't give a damn. I'm soldiering it because I'm at 36 minutes and it's at 54 minutes. We got to get this going. But I want you to get back to the nice tranquility. Sorry if I ruined it. I'm learning, folks. But enjoy and continue to enjoy as we get closer and closer to Dominical Beach. And heads up, spoiler alert, my ending on this was piss poor. But I have something in mind. you enjoying your ride to Dominical right now? Enjoying it as this car overtakes me? Gotta take your time, man. Slow and steady wins the race. Gotta fix up some things. And obviously this motorcycle in the background is about to win a race. But he can't beat me to Dominical because I'm almost there. About 14, 15 minutes left, friends. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you can. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you've been on this road, you can go down memory lane. You can tell friends, I know this road. Or even if you're by yourself, you're reminiscing on the wonderful time you had in Costa Rica. Or if you live here, you know what it is. So it is all something to enjoy. Go ahead and put something in the comments on the road. What do you recommend? Are there any roadside stops on the way that you should go and stop at? Let us know. Are there places that we need to see between Quepos and Dominical? There's Matapalo. There are a lot of sodas, as we call it here in Costa Rica. Yes, I said we because I'm poco tico. No, but yes, they call local restaurants that serve local cuisine sodas. So there are many of those on the side of the road. You may have seen a couple of them if you were paying attention. Have you stayed in the mountains? I know there are a lot of getaways up in the hills. What do you recommend about adventure tours in the local area? All these things you can put down below in the comments, and please tell a friend. As another car passes me, trying to get safe to the destination, and believe it or not, folks, we are almost close to Dominical. Dominical, pal. So I'm going to STFU and going to play a little musica to lead us into Dominica. Enjoy, folks, the rest of the ride. Stay tuned. Dominical Beach and the end of the video. All right, my peeps, we are getting into Dominical on the right. We are about to turn into our final destination, and you're about to see how small the area is. Of course, you have neighboring areas like Dominicalito, which is a little up on the left, and there's wonderful little free waterfall in a nice community. You also have Nayuca Waterfalls. If you turn left right before you make the right to Dominical, you would also see that as well. So there's some things in the local area. Oop, car turning, me being like a G. No problem, young blood. Keep on pressing as I do. Sorry as I interrupt my own self and I get passed by this car. Dominical on the right is coming up. On the left is Nayuca. You can go there and travel a little further up for the waterfalls. But like I said, we're about to turn into a small little area to where you can visit Dominical Beach. And pretty soon we'll get to that destination. Actually, when I was looking back at the video edit and I set up to press record, I thought I was more further ahead than I actually am. So this is what you call an airplane when the engine is out in midair. You figure it out and write down in the comments below if you think you got it. The first person to actually get the right answer in the comments in chronological order or in timely order, you will get absolutely nothing but a big up. All right, so here is the left you would make if you want to go up to Nayuka, and also you make this left, and I hope I'm saying the waterfall properly. And also you'll make that left if you want to go to San Isidro. They have a McDonald's there. This is the bridge where they have the river. I can't show you, but this is Crocodile Land on the left and right, even though you can fish and people swim. Just be careful. All right, as we slow down now, we're going to make our right into the town of Dominical, making it to our destination, friends. All right, so down this road, we have a bunch of restaurants and eclectic shops. And again, it's a small area for surfers and bougie, but you know, that's just me being me. I'm very opinionated and old school and stubborn, but I don't mean half the things that I say. I'm super sarcastic. But if you make that right, there's a Mango Cafe, amazing for breakfast. I've never had anything else. But as we slowly make it down the strip before we get to the destination of the beach, you see you have multiple stores and restaurants that people can do. You can rent surfing. You can get massages. Of course, you can buy a lot of souvenirs. They do have a fishing shop and they have some Airbnbs. You know, you have some local schools as well in the area. Well, a local school, as you see the stop sign on the right as we just passed. And, you know, you have the traffic going both ways and the speed bumps. So you definitely don't want to speed through. I know it looks like I'm going fast, but trust me, I'm G'ing it down the strip. All right, so we're getting closer, and the bus route, if you take it from Quepos, will lead you down this road as well. The road will break off to where you can go right, or you can continue straight, and it really meets in the same area as you can do a loop around or a circle. I decided to go right. As you see straight ahead, the bus coming, that would be the bus coming back towards Quepos. Of course, there's some rocky roads, and when it's raining, these roads can be a little gnarly. And of course, a newbie like me could be so intimidated. But look at the G, man. Look at me. I'm dodging potholes and water floods and puddles or whatever you call them. And I'm just G'ing over these rocks, man, because I have no fear. I'm getting it done, getting to the destination of the beach. I want to see the water. And I'm not going to fall in the mud. Absolutely not. Not on this new bike. Now, remember I was saying that you can no longer sell and have vendors. These are the vendors that used to be there on this strip of Dominical as we get to the end. But they're no longer there. And of course, the sound comes back on as soon as I park. So I think there is something that was covering the mic. And you live and you learn, folks. Anyway, here's Dominical. Sorry for the whack ending. But put it in the books. It's in the can. Post it to YouTube. Brrrah. Dominical, ride through. A little ASMR, a little voiceover. Here you go, folks. Pura vida. Again, almost an hour. I'm super curious to see who hung in there. Thanks again for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that if you wish and choose. Pura vida. Peace.
So this is Dominical Beach. I just found a little trail for a little privacy. I'm gonna go in the water.